What is up, everybody? It is BeOutMan85, and we're back in Astroneer. So, what happens if you want to go to a planet, grab resources and atmospheric gas without having to set up an actual base? That's where this little guy comes in. So, instead of the one-stop shop pallet, we have an oxygenator. Then we have the atmospheric condenser. We have one hydrazine canister, which is right there. We have 5 resource canisters. We have 2 RTGs. We have a gas canister. We have 4 gas canisters, and we have 5 normal canisters. And then we have a hydrazine and 2 RTGs with an oxygenator. So basically, you can take this to every single planet, land, harvest the resources you want using tethers to lead you back to your ship, and you can use the atmospheric condenser from the ship, and you can store it in any one of these guys, go to every single planet, have 1 gas canister for every single major resource, and you can collect your resin, your compound, your whatever your rare resource you want to get from another planet, and you can bring all of it back without having to set up a full-size base. A little expensive, but I mean, because you need the large shuttle, you need the super large silo B, you have to build all these canisters and the RTGs, but it's possible. And one quick note on the use of RTGs. I've got one over here. Now, the RTG requires the nanocarbon alloy. Now, theoretically, I learned to build this pallet. I built it myself, but the concept of the pallet happened in another server. There was a guy who had a similar base set up. He didn't have the all resources factory, but he had a base where all the resources were collected and gathered and sorted. And he created this concept of, hey, how about we bring with us the resources to build a new base in order to go grab more resources? So that's when I came up with this concept, and then I found the silos, and then I put together, and then I theory crafted, and we have the pallet as we know today. Now, you could technically fit this RTG on this bit on the pallet. You'd have to take something off. Now, the first thing that people might think of, oh, take the beacon and the work light off. I think of those as kind of important. Now, in theory, you could probably drop the small generator. But again, you would have to take something off the pallet, and everything on the pallet, I believe, is important. The light's kind of important. It's a light, especially on a planet that's always dark. And the beacon is infinitely more useful than the work light. You could technically take the work light off, but I like it. Whatever. But you can put the RTG on here. The only problem is the RTG plus the plus the field shelter are 2 of the most expensive things on this pallet. So take that with a grain of salt if you want to put the field shelter or the RTG on the pallet. You could technically do everything I've talked about without the field shelter and the RTG, but that's up to you. That is the end of the video. See ya.